look at what a chair is, can be something like this, which is our chair everybody knows. But now when we look at forms, you can say this is a chair too. This is a chair.
So it's quite possible that my vision of a chair is different than yours. Yet all the time we have conversations and discuss ideas and communicate without using even the most basic images.
People very often use the word, this is the vision. And then I think, well, show it to me. Don't just talk or write it in words, but show what your vision is. Vision is what I see.
Titia, Jetten, and Robert Plante are artists, illustrators, and designers. Together, they are Planet Strawberry, based in Nanaimo. Their portfolio is impressive and colorful and diverse. If there's one consistent message, it's that art is life, and it's all around you.
That camera was not designed before somebody like me made a sketch like that. And then this next step came. So when you take political problems or when you or solutions or challenges, ask the creative people, ask musicians, what kind of song would you write for this community in order to bring them to the next level?
And that's a question that Nanaimo seems to be asking itself all the time. Where are we going next, and what do we want to be?
When you look at the skyline, and compared to 20 years ago, there was no skyline, so it was also a bit dull.
You're not limited by money, you're not limited by laws, you're not limited by anything. You can draw everything on paper, and if you don't like it, you just tear it into pieces and you throw it away. So it's a very good piece to talk about, because everything is possible. And then, when you're talking about the same thing, then you can say, okay, what will limit us?
Maybe it's money, maybe it's the law, maybe it's opposition to the idea in general, but it's hard to accept or reject anything unless everyone is on the same literal page. On paper, roadblocks don't exist, just ideas that lead to inspiration.
And I'm convinced that when you have a really good idea and you want it, and you're all convinced that you think, yeah, this is a good idea, we want this, then you will find the money one way or the other. Or you will find a way to do it within the law, or to attract people who can help you. I'm convinced about that, but first you need that idea, and you and I have to be sure that we talk about the same thing.
Take a bridge to Newcastle Island, for example. Some people think it's a great idea, others not so much.
When you have a good idea, the bridge will be there. Or when you have a good idea, maybe the bridge won't be there. It's not the case if the bridge will be there. The point is, first come up with some great ideas so that people can reflect on that and can respond on that and say, oh, no, I don't want a concrete bridge. Please, not a concrete bridge, I want a glass one.
And that's where the artists come in. Titia and Robert have sketches like these depicting a bridge to Newcastle Island that they see as a starting point for discussion. It doesn't mean there will be a bridge or that a bridge is even a good idea. The illustrations are just a visual way to reflect vision.
You know what? I don't have to tell you about the overload of information we have right now on social media and TV and everywhere. And you don't have the time to read. I read 3 lines and think, oh, no time, la la la, next. And what I see is when I sketch, that people always pay attention. And they say, oh, what's this? And can you change this? And what's this? It's so easy to communicate with pictures.
And pictures are a universal language, like music, like laughter, like art. A chair is a chair is a chair. But is my vision of a chair the same as yours? In Nanaimo, I'm Kait Burgan.
Don't be stuck with a white page.